Guys, it's your guy, Turtle Guy, and today I am back with another random review. And today I will be reviewing Deadpool 2. But right before we get into the review, I'm going to say two things. First of all, bit of a talk on my random review series in a whole. Firstly, I think I've said this in the description of the newest random review. Should have come out. I'm not sure what way I'm doing it, but anyway. So the random reviews I'm hoping to be kind of like a podcast thing, so you can listen to it whenever you do whatever you do when you listen to a podcast. But anyway, before we get into a review again, the second thing before I forget, just shout out to my three main boys, or speaking of boy. Shout out to your boy Shadow Raven, or Shadow Raven, whatever name he's going by these days, whatever alias. Anyway, shout out to that beautiful people, and the other two beautiful people, they're just great. Crossvoid Films and Saba Prime, shout out to them, they're beautiful people, go check them out. They have great content. Well, I know Cyberprime and Crossfire Films has, I believe, Shadow Raven. I don't know. This isn't supposed to be a vlog. This is supposed to be a review. As you can see, I'm a bit fluid, but the review must go on. Anyway, so let's go with a bit of an overview, bit of a talk about Deadpool. So the first Deadpool movie was a success. So you know this one definitely is raising the stakes and the budget, because it was a success. Now, personally, I liked the Deadpool first film. It was okay, and it was funny, but it does lose comedic over time. But Deadpool 2 has a bit of everything. No, I literally mean everything. Super condensed plots, some great characters, and some great cameos. And it doesn't even have a villain. That's how much of an interesting film it kind of is. So, that's kind of the non-spoiler version. So if you haven't checked out Deadpool 2, go check it out. It is worth your time. It is a good time. I would suggest checking it out. It's great. So, let's get into it. Deadpool is as great as ever. So, full-on spoilers. So, wow, isn't it crazy they got Thanos in this movie? That was supposed to be a fake spoiler, but it is kind of true. Josh Brolin is amazing as Cable. Zazie Beetz, who plays Domino, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She is great as Domino, really funny, and interesting. She does do quite a lot. There are some other characters from the first movie who I feel doesn't get as much screen time as they deserve. Blind Owl shows up in the start and in the middle, I think. Or is it in the third act? I'm not sure. She shows up. She does give a few nice speeches and jokes, as always. Dopender, he, good as always, he shows up actually quite a bit. He actually has a pretty interesting arc, which, you know what, I know it's a spoiler review, but I'm not going to spoil what happens to Dopender in this movie, because it's just too good. Then we have Weasel. He doesn't do that much in the first one either, but he was still interesting. Oh, sorry. Now, let's talk about the new characters in a bit more detail. Cable, interesting as ever. The effects on him are just so cool. Josh Brolin can really sell those CGI characters. Yes, I know Cable isn't that much of CGI as Thanos, but still. I've already talked about Domino, but she is so great. Then let's talk about Russell, the main kid who Deadpool kind of tries looking after and tries to protect. Wow. Oh my god, that kid is just great. I'm slightly jealous because he's just so much great acting and emotion at times, and he can sell comedies. Oh god, that kid has a future anyway. I'm trying to think. Oh yes, Then the other band of characters, big spoiler warning right here. If you want to not hear the funniest scene in the film, just skip ahead or just pause the video. Go try and watch Deadpool any way you can. I think actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think the first Deadpool was the most pirated movie ever, so that's actually quite interesting. Anyway, oh my god. X-Force. So, let's see if I can remember all the X-Force members. So we got Deadpool, we got Domino. Cable isn't actually part of the X-Force. Well, it's confusing. Bedlam, Zeitgeist, Shatterstar, Vanisher, and of course, Peter. I think that's all of them. All these characters are amazing. And then, this isn't a joke, they all die in the weirdest of, well, not weirdest. Let's go by ways I can remember them. So there's high winds, and they decide to jump out of a plane with parachutes. So Deadpool gets caught on a sign thingy. He's fine. Then Bedlam crashes into a bus. Zeitgeist gets in some sort of, not trash compactor, but I think it like chops up leaves or something, or wood, or branches. I don't know what it is. Let's just say he gets stuck in a fancy lawnmower. Then Peter goes to help him. Then I think before Peter lands, Shatterstar, who says he's better at everything and is from an alien planet, no less. He gets chopped up by a helicopter blade. Yeah, that was funny. I think he also got blinded by his big ponytail as well. So Peter tries to help Zeitgeist out of the wooden fancy lawnmower. But then Zeitgeist, whose power is he throws up acidic vomit, throws up on Peter, then killing Peter. And then Vanisher, who I don't know the order of them, but anyway, Vanisher gets electrocuted and is revealed, it's actually a cameo, that's Brad Pitt as Vanisher. For a quarter of a second. Wow, and I thought Mark Hamill was easily paid for his role. Or, what's the name of the chick that was in Pirates of the Caribbean 5 for like 2 seconds and didn't even say anything. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, that was super funny. This film is just so funny. It's so difficult to nearly talk about, even with spoilers. Anyway, so then we have the credits. So as you know, if I didn't mention, Cable is a time traveler. I know, okay, actually, before I move on to the credits, why is my trouble with credits? The film actually ends pretty well. Cable teams up with Deadpool, and oh yes, Deadpool releases the Juggernaut, who actually, I believe the motion capture of the face is done by the director, who I can't remember his name. I know his surname is Lynch or Lynch. No, I know it's not Lynch, but people call it that. Anyway, moving on. Deadpool, or actually, Ryan Reynolds actually voices the Juggernaut. The only two things I didn't like, the Juggernaut did not say his famous catchphrase, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch." It wasn't that hard. I mean, you are an R-rated film. Did you run out of curse words? Anyway, so they save the day. They don't actually kill Juggernaut. Colossus shows up. Yukio, who I think I forgot to mention. Yukio is a great character. Yukio, my wait. If you watch the film, that will make sense. If you didn't watch the film, that will not make sense, or will make sense. I don't know. Anyway, so they save the day, and it's all happy. And then Deadpool. Well, before it's all happy, Deadpool dies, but then Cable time travels because he only has two slider thingies. It's very confusing. But anyway, using the time slider device, that's what I'm calling it. I don't know if that's his official name. Using the time after Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Yukio fixes Cable's time slider device without him knowing, Deadpool travels back in time, first to save Vanessa, which, it was a cool scene, with Cher music playing in the background. Then he saves Peter, which is getting more comedic. And then the next two scenes are so... I kind of don't want to spoil them. If you're still going through this spoiler review, good luck to you, but come on. I'm kind of angry if someone didn't see the film and watching this, because these next two scenes are amazing. First of all, Deadpool pops up in X-Men Origins Wolverine and kills the other Deadpool, saying, "Oh hey, I'm just clearing up the timeline." And then we see Ryan Reynolds himself reading the Green Lantern script. What do you think happens? Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious, but Deadpool shoots him in the head and says, "You're welcome, Canada." Anyway, then there is a deleted scene, which I'll mention really quickly. I think people have heard about it, but it's the baby Hitler scene, where I've seen the actual full scene because they've released it. Deadpool doesn't actually kill baby Hitler. It's meant to look like that, and then there's another scene where he says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll come back with my friend Cable. He loves killing kids." Perfect film. There's a bunch of things I've probably forgotten that are hilarious. This film just has way too much to review. That's one other thing. This film packs in a lot. It's like a bunch of other movies packed into one, but it does not feel rushed. Anyway, if you've gotten through that, go check out Deadpool 2. It is amazing. There are probably 100 things I've forgotten to mention, and people will be giving out to me in the comments. But anyway, thank you for watching, or thank you for listening, whatever you do. Comment down below. Comment other things for me to review. I probably, in the future, will be reviewing Avengers Infinity War. Maybe the Super Duper cut. I might do a bonus review on that. Deadpool 1, of course. And a few other things. But anyway, this is your guy, Turtle Guy, saying bye, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I think subscribe to all the other guys I mentioned at the start. So this is your guy, Turtle Guy, saying bye, guys.